he is constantly working with a quarterback who's good, not great, or I mean, geez, he's the best he's had is Matt Ryan, who is not exactly a Hall of Famer. Is Kyle sort of like, does he have bad luck? Is he doing the most with the least over here? Or is there a reason he can't really land a truly elite quarterback?
Don't you think it's weird that he was enamored with Kirk Cousins? Like,
he still is.
Still loves the guy. That's weird. Like, out of everybody,
why is that your favorite quarterback? That's no one's favorite quarterback. Kirk Cousins isn't Kirk Cousins' favorite quarterback.
They didn't even want to give him a long-term deal, which is why they gave him a series of 1 year. What were they called?
That's for franchise tags.
The franchise tag. Then they franchise tagged him again. That's like their own franchise saying, we don't want to actually give you a lot of money, so we're just going to give you a series of 1 year deals, right?
Mm-hmm.
Why can't he land an elite quarterback? So I played for Andy Reid for one season, half a season. The best, especially at that position. I also played quarterback growing up all the way through high school. Okay, so this was like my position. The best head coaches.
Did you ever play Julian Edelman in high school?
Julian Edelman and I played against each other in Pop Warner.
Okay, because you're the same age, right?
From like age 7 all the way to 12. Yeah.
Sorry to interrupt you, but yeah, I know he's from like Redwood City.
Yeah, exactly. Anyway, it was Redwood City, Pop Warner. What were we talking about?
You play quarterback. Why Kyle Shanahan can't lead it? You play for Andy Reid.
Yep. The best head coaches, especially with this position, and Harbaugh was elite at this.
Yep.
They instill power in their quarterback. Yep. They make him feel like if the quarterback is baby Mario, they give him a mushroom and make him feel like big Mario, right? This is what the best coaches do at that position. It's a must. Harbaugh played quarterback. He gets it. Andy Reid, he was like do you ever see Andy Reid in the punt, pass, and kick? You ever seen that video?
Yes.
He's a monster. So he obviously had some skill playing that position, but it's like the best coaches, that's what they do. Kyle, to me, seems a little too analytical, a little too structured, a little too make sure you're getting the ball out on time where you're supposed to all the time. But if we think about it, think about some of the best plays that Purdy's even done this season, or the best plays Mahomes did in the Super Bowl, or what he does. These are off script. Mm-hmm. I'm a baller. I'm in a playground. I'm just going to make a play happen, right?
And Andy Reid says, good, do that. That's what I want you to do.
Doing that. We didn't coach you to do that, but God gave you this, and this is why you're successful. This is why you're killing it, right? And I don't think he recognizes how important that is at that position, which is why he didn't even scout Patrick Mahomes, right? Which is why he missed on Matt Stafford, I think. Stafford, I think, wanted to come to the 49ers for a second, and then he ended up going to LA, right? But I think he's too enamored with, you got to work within this structure. This is our offense. This is the way that we do things. And if you can do all of these things, in my eyes, you are elite. But if you look around the league, all the best quarterbacks, you think Josh Allen is doing that? You think Mahomes is doing that? You think Lamar Jackson is doing that? Well, they're doing it 60% of the time. The other 40, the big plays that we see on SportsCenter and on TV, these are just off script. Purdy's doing it too. But I think if you recognize those elite traits in those other elite quarterbacks, you would have drafted one already. You would have seen it and recognized how important it is.
I think what you mentioned, like they empower a quarterback. I think there's more that they do too. They instill confidence in a quarterback. I think a quarterback's confidence is fragile. They could lose it and never get it back. And you need that guy to be the most confident player on your team. And I think we saw it like with Harbaugh. He inherited Alex Smith. The guy had lost 100% of his confidence because he'd been with a bunch of different coaches who all blamed him for their incompetence. And then the main thing Harbaugh did for Alex was just, I think you're great. I think you're great. I think you're great. I'm Jim Harbaugh. I think you're great. And that went a long way. Andy Reid did that for Mike Vick after he came out of prison and everyone thought he was washed. Like, Andy Reid can really instill a lot of confidence. Good coaches can do it. And I think Kyle's more like, I'm the reason you're good, right? Don't sit there and think that you're actually good because you put up good numbers this week. Like, I schemed that for you. And I'm kind of like, between me and you, I'm kind of pissed about 3 plays. We need to talk about 3 plays that your quarterback rating was 139, but that, to me, that's Kyle. And like, maybe I think his dad was similar. I think someone like John Elway or Steve Young would appreciate the challenge, but because they were 2 of the most confident athletes ever in the history of the world. But if you're not on their level, Kyle can wear you down. I think he did with Jimmy. He might be doing it with Brock.
I think it's obvious. Would you want to work for Kyle every day? Right?
No, not one day.
You could tell right away. This is a boss that would be difficult to work for, right?
Oh my God, he'd call you every day. Hey man, why'd you do this again?
Always second guessing, kind of a micromanager, right? All these qualities we don't want in managers. Like he has some of them because
Kyle's calling again. Hey Kyle, what's up?
He's too tight. He's too uptight. Yep. He has to be in control, right? There's too much of that. He needs to let go a little bit.
Geronimo 831, new member. Thank you. Dave Barkley says, what's good, G? Love hearing how Lyle sucks from people in the know. Thank you for doing what you do. Fire Lyle. Harris says mustard on the beat. Yes. Dave Barkley says, when Josh Allen got paid, he said this money has been awarded, but now I need to go earn it every day. Do we have anyone like that is actually talented and not Brock? He's not elite. I mean, Kittle's like that. Warner's like that.
I think Bosa brings it.
I think he probably does. He gets a lot of angst because he makes so much money, but we did see what the defense looked like without him.
I think McCaffrey brings it.